can you actually build real wealth from nothing but crypto gains and a reinvestment loop, no paycheck, no salary, no boss? Because some people are doing exactly that. And the story is wilder, messier, and more instructive than any get-rich-quick headline will ever tell you. Let's be honest about what we're really talking about here. Not the Lambos and moonshots, but the actual mechanics of compounding volatile assets into something that resembles financial independence. Think of it like trying to fill a bathtub while the faucet randomly switches between a fire hose and a drip, and somebody keeps pulling the drain. The catalyst for this whole conversation is the post-2017, post-2021 reality check, where an entire generation watched paper millionaires evaporate overnight and still came back for more. That's not delusion, that's either profound conviction or a clinical condition. And honestly, the line between the two is thinner than most people want to admit. There was a moment, somewhere around 2021, when it genuinely felt like the old rules of wealth building had been rewritten, and crypto Twitter was basically a daily ticker of people quitting their jobs on gains alone. Now, those same accounts are either deleted, pivoted to consulting, or posting about building in the bear with the quiet dignity of someone who has seen things. The psychological toll of riding purely on volatile gains is something behavioral economists call outcome bias. You confuse a lucky result with a good strategy, and that distinction will absolutely wreck you. Mark Cuban once said, "Volatility is the price you pay for outsized returns." But he also has a salary, so let's hold that thought. Here's the historical truth that nobody puts in the thumbnail. Every major asset class, from railroads to .com stocks to real estate, has minted generational wealth for the people who understood cycles and got destroyed everyone else. Bitcoin alone has had 5 drawdowns of 50% or more. And each time the obituaries were written, and each time the writers were embarrassed. Crypto fits into the broader pattern of speculative asset cycles that follow adoption curves, early chaos, institutional entry, maturation, and consolidation. And we're somewhere in that messy middle right now. The community wisdom, for whatever it's worth, increasingly points toward diversifying gains into productive assets rather than just rotating between tokens. One of the biggest misconceptions is that building wealth without a salary means you're just gambling, but the actual move is treating gains like income and deploying them with the discipline of a CFO, not a casino patron. If you take profits from crypto and put them into cash-flowing real estate, dividend assets, or a business, you've essentially built a salary out of thin air. The practical lesson from every successful no-salary wealth builder is that the reinvestment engine only works when you take profits. And taking profits requires you to override the single most dangerous human instinct, which is greed, dressed up as patience. Position sizing is everything. No single bet should have the power to end the game for you. You don't need a salary if you have a system, but you do need rules. And those rules need to be written before the market is moving, not during. The people who made it work treated it like a business cost, tracked, gains harvested, risk caps enforced, ego removed from the equation. Here's the uncomfortable irony. The wealth isn't really built in the bull run. It's preserved in the bear. Anyone can look like a genius when everything is up 40% a month. The real test is whether you kept enough dry powder to buy when everyone else was panic selling. Discipline, position sizing, and consistency are the actual product here. The asset is almost secondary. It doesn't really matter if it's crypto, real estate, or pork belly futures. The person with the boring, repeatable system outlasts the person with the hot take every single time. Can you build real wealth with no salary, only crypto gains and reinvestment? Yes, but you're not really living off crypto. You're living off discipline, and crypto is just the vehicle. We're comfortable with either outcome here because the principles work regardless of which way the market moves next. Whether you're ready to take those gains and put them into something tangible, or you're just starting to think about what wealth without a paycheck could look like, check out our links in the description below. We can help you get started in real estate investing, connect you with home contracting work, or point you toward the right lenders to make your next move real.